Alright, welcome back to the show. This is going to be the giveaway show for getting to 75,000 subscribers. So first and foremost, thank you guys for all of that. I can't believe that we're actually 75,000 already. But I'm pretty pumped up about it. But I'm going to be giving away a worm drive circular saw. So if you guys are interested in that, the way you enter is by subscribing to the channel and commenting in this video. So all you got to do is subscribe and comment, and you'll be entered to win the worm drive circular saw. And good luck to everyone who is going to join in. As far as this show goes, I've had a couple people ask me to show the canning kitchen, so I'm going to do that. I'll show you that first, and then we'll go into the storm shelter, where I've pretty much got it to a point where it's usable. I've got the downstairs all insulated, plywooded. I got the sump in, so we'll take you through the drain tile installation in the basement back when I poured the concrete, the sump installation, and that'll probably be it. So appreciate you guys watching, and let's get to the canning kitchen. Alright guys, so this is the canning kitchen. I gotta trim this out yet, but other than that, I got this. This is a stainless 3-sink stainless steel. It's got drain boards on each side. I got this off an auction online. Got it for a pretty decent price. I think I paid like 350 bucks for it. I had to redo all of the plumbing on the bottom because when I went to get it, it was all hooked in, so I had to cut it all off to get it out. That's kind of how those auctions work. You kind of have to remove the stuff. But I got it all set up, and we're using it. This will remain in here. And then we got this 6-burner 2-oven stove off of Facebook Marketplace for a steal of a deal. And it had a couple of these feet were bent. So I pretty much completely dismantled the outside of this, took it all apart. My wife cleaned everything, and I took those bars off the bottom and bent them back, and it's like new. I got it on each of the legs on casters, got it all leveled up. But this will also remain in here because this is going to be our canning kitchen. I'm a big outdoorsman, so I'll be cleaning fish, deer, turkey, whatever else in here as well. And then temporarily on this side, we got a washer and dryer, and that was pretty much just, we're staying with some friends right now, and we just wanted to have a place to do some laundry and whatnot out here. So this is temporary. I just got some cords ran around. I got an outlet put in over there in the utility room, and then I got it vented out, and then I can just put a cap on this vent right here once I'm done. And then the refrigerator will probably stay in here, but it'll get slid over, and then we're going to get on that same auction site that we did before and try to find a stainless steel countertop that we can use for cutting and chopping or whatever else we need. The lights, I think I've talked about these lights before. These are 48-inch LED lights. They use the T8 LED bars. I got them from PrimeLights.com. Those guys have an awesome selection of lights, and the thing that's awesome about it is all their troughs have different options in mounting them. You can screw them right to the ceiling. It's just a nice clean insulation. You can come off the ends or the sides. They got punch outs. And then also I got a drain in this floor, but this side will all remain the way it is, and then this side will get basically countertop all the way across, stainless steel eventually. And then I framed this door opening in a manner that I can put a roll-up door if I need to. I don't know, I might not do anything, but I wanted to have the option to do that. It's going to be an amazing space, and we'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this storm shelter and show you what we got going on in there. In the storm shelter, you can see I have some spray foam on the walls, and I had a friend that did this for me with a froth pack. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to video it, but I had him put 1.5 inches of closed cell spray foam on these walls, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take some R11 fiberglass bats and fill these cavities, and then I'm going to plywood these walls. Eventually I'm going to do some barn metal and barn wood down here. That's just kind of what I'm going to do for this storm shelter below and above. It's kind of going to be my man cave, except for when we need to come down here for a storm shelter. So we're going to get that done today. Sorry I wasn't able to film the froth pack deal. It was one of those things where, this is such a small area that it really wasn't cost effective for me to hire somebody to come and do, bring their spray foam truck out and do this. And this didn't take him very long to knock this out. I got a dehumidifier down here. I got it set at 60% humidity, which we're pretty much at. It shuts off and turns on. And then when I did this storm shelter, I put drain tile underneath the concrete to make sure I never had any moisture problems. And literally no water has come out of these at all, even without gutters on, the water landing in there. I haven't had any problems, but I am going to use this for my dehumidifier so I never have to empty the bucket. So I'll put a sump down here and I'll plumb it out to there, and then I can just leave this dehumidifier plugged in and set, and I'll never have to mess with it. So alright, we got this all insulated down here. I had to buy like an extra roll. Had some, and I just had to buy a little bit more, but it's all done. It feels so tight down here now. It's awesome. I think I'm good now to put up plywood. So I got 1.5 inches of closed cell foam, which puts me at about R10, R11, and then I got an R11 on top of that. So I'm about R22 to R23 down here. And I think this is going to be really nice space down here. I know it was just intended for a place to seek shelter, but I'm going to utilize it. And I got some great ideas for the downstairs and upstairs. And today I'm just going to put the plywood up, and then as I go through the rest of the process, I'll share with you what I do and how it turns out. But I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then I'm going to get my plywood down here and start putting it up. What do you want to say?
Hi.
What do you want to say?
Hi.
Okay, don't touch the insulation, okay, guys? I know.
Oh,
Alright, Remington, I want you to get a couple screws and the screw gun ready. I'm going to bring a piece of plywood down and I'm going to put it right there. Okay?
okay. Hi.
Alright, watch out, guys. I have to turn this. Alright, so I'm going to get these lights here. I know I've talked about these before, but all there is to it now that, so I got to snap this in place, and then these two LED, they're like T8 style light strips will go in. So the nice thing about these is they have knockouts on the side, so if I want to add lights, all I have to do is punch a knockout and take a piece of conduit over and I can put another light in. And I just kind of waited until I know exactly what I'm going to do in here before I put all the lights in. But Alright, it always feels good when you hit that light switch and the lights come on, but this is going to be a pretty cool space. I think for now we're just going to use it for storage, and then eventually I'll make this in to my man cave. Pretty nice down here. I got my dehumidifier hooked up, and back when I did my footings and my walls for this, I put tile in for a sump. I will probably never ever need it. There hasn't been any water that has come out of these yet, but I'm going to hook my dehumidifier up and have it go in here, and then I got a small sump pump. And I'm going to go ahead and hook up and just plumb it up to this. And we'll go ahead and I'll show you guys how to do that. But let's go back right now to when I was building this, and I just finished up pouring the walls, and I'll show you how I put the tile on the inside of the storm shelter. I don't know if I'll ever even need to use this, but since I don't have a floor in here yet, I'm going to put a sump basin and some drain tile around the inside just as an extra measure of protection. I mean, I'm on real high ground here, so I don't ever foresee this being a problem, but you never know. And it's way easier to do this now than to do it after you pour the concrete floor if there was to be an issue with water. I mean, that sump basin was $24 and a 100-foot roll of that. Gosh, I don't even know what it was, but I'm sure it was right around $25-30. But so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a hole to put this sump basin in. I want the top of this about 3.5-4 inches above the footing, because I'll have them pour the floor over this footing, and I'll have this level. So that's my goal, is to have that top edge about 3.5-4 inches. I got it to there, so now I'm going to backfill this with gravel, and then it's as simple as laying this tile around the edge, and I'm going to make sure it's higher on the other end than it is down here, so if any water was to come in under the floor, it'll go into that perforated tile, make its way over here, and the sump pump will kick on and pump it out this pipe here that I installed when I poured the concrete. So that's it. So I'm just gonna backfill this, run my tile, then I can backfill this space with gravel. So this is a pretty simple installation. I like to put a rubber coupling down inside the sump. They typically don't leak, but if they do, at least it's inside the sump. That way, if I ever need to get this apart, all I have to do is take this off, and I can slide this pump to the side, and everything comes out. So then I got a check valve here. That way this always stays full of water here, and it can't drain back once the pump shuts off. But I got a GFI 20 amp circuit, and then it goes through, and then it goes probably, I don't know, 20 feet out down the hill and pumps out. But got the dehumidifier over here, which I will drop this hose in. Alright, so there it is, all finished off. I've got this like rubber floor mat is what it is, and so I just cut a line across here, cut a circle, and now I've got a nice finished look, and nothing can drop down in that hole at all. So that'll be it for that. Alright, thanks for watching this update video on the canning kitchen and storm shelter. Hopefully some of the information was helpful to somebody. But again, this is a giveaway video, so in order to enter to win the worm drive circular saw, you gotta subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Again, appreciate everybody's support, and we'll catch you on the next video.